Hello, welcome to City Skyline. Don't worry, this is not the main city. This is something that I'm going to be trying to do, and you might see some videos like this mixed in with the usual city building videos, but I wanted to try some things, and assuming that this worked out the way I thought it was going to, the title and the description of this video should reflect that. I'm going to try to do a spiral city, but I'm not going to do just like one continuous spiral road. I want to do it more like how we had the roads laid out in our main city. So, I mean, at the start, obviously, this is probably going to end up just being one spiral road, but we'll see what happens from there. And we're just going to start off, with one spiral road, basically. And of course, we're going to need water, and we've got a convenient lake right here. Which way does the water flow in? It looks like it comes in through there. Actually, you know what's going to be safest is if we take the water from here, and then we poop it out way out here. That's going to be a big pipe. And our first spiral is pretty small, pretty tight spiral, but we'll be able to fit a lot of buildings in there, I think. And we will actually probably want to take a little bit off of this spiral. Just do a little industrial spiraling over here for ourselves. These will spiral in on themselves. All the roads are going to be spirals, so they are kind of like long, continuous roads, and there's a lot of driving that you're going to have to do to get into that industrial area. But we might change that too. We might, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out as we go, I think. I might go wind power. Build 2 of these to start. And now we're almost pretty much good to go. Alright, we resume our game, and we should start to see people moving in and money start to flow. Are you? Yeah, no, you're powered. Don't you pretend not to be powered. A local power plant is online. Maybe I'll get my TV working. There's literally no houses here. Well, there is now, but that didn't count. There were not houses here. I guess we may as well help kickstart their power situation, too. There you go. Stop whining. You got power. Let there be light. And just in case the industrial wants to appear over there, we got that all set up. Looks like some of our commercials kicking in. And we should start to see cars coming in. I don't see any yet. Oh, did I not run the water all the way over there? Wow, I am a fool. This is some classic gameplay for anybody that watches the main series. Why is it immediately raining? Like we just started and we've already got a thunderstorm? That's sick. Yeah, wreck me early, I guess. Just don't knock out the power lines, please. Alright, so here comes everybody coming down the spiral. We're almost profitable. We're only losing $200 a week at this point. They want more industrial. Okay, fair enough. And we might cheat and run a road over there from here. I know that that's it's not a spiral there, but an industrial, a little bypass. Maybe can we do a highway bypass? We can't yet, but maybe what we do is we just do this for now. And in fact, can I change that so it doesn't have any zoning on it? I don't want any zoning on that. That is literally just a bypass road. It's a shortcut to the industrial zone. Look, we're making money already. There's already people moving in. We're gonna hit that first milestone in almost no time. We're gonna have to start thinking about, hey, these roads need to continue to spiral. This spiral must continue. And these aren't huge spirals yet, but they will be. Well, these ones won't. These ones will always be forever small, I guess. You know what, bring that little bit in like that. That gives us just a little bit more zoning potential. And then I think I don't want our industrial to go any further than that without having commercial buffer in the middle. Oh, we've hit our first milestone. We're a little hamlet. Look at that. Now we gotta start thinking about landfills and elementary schools. I might actually put the landfill on this one road here where we're not zoning anything else. This maybe is although I don't think I'm allowed to. No, I'm not allowed to. Okay, well, we'll put it here so it doesn't have to go through the whole spiral. We're already having power issues because we got a really weak source of power to start off with here. That's fine. We'll put down 2, maybe 3 more. Look, as long as we're making money. Now we can't afford to build a hospital. We can't afford to build a school because I put down more windmills. Windmills are kind of like spirals, aren't they? They spin. Do spirals spin? What is the trait of a spiral? Nobody really knows for sure. But we'll just wait for a little bit of money to come in. Then we'll put down a little med clinic. It's going to cost us 10K. And we'll put down a little elementary school. It's going to cost us 10K. But as of right now, our power needs are met, our housing needs are being met, traffic is fine, but I mean, why wouldn't it be at this point in the game? We could try one big spiral. Maybe over here would be one big spiral once we get across this. So what I would do is build a bridge here and then do one big artery road here for the outer bit of the spiral. And then once you get here, maybe we go to avenues for another layer, and then the entire inside, once you get in there, would just be a little spiral. Problem with the spirals is that if you want to turn around, you got to go all the way to the end, unless you live here. Then you just pull pull into your house, I guess. But turning around could get busy, especially if we do one big spiral. I don't know, we'll have to think about that. The other thing that we could do is get rid of, well, I don't want to break parts of the spiral, but I do want to put other spirals off of these spirals because we're out of room already, and we're out of room over here. In fact, like this is going to be a problem, our lack of residential room. So how are we going to handle that? I mean, we could always do another spiral here and then have some residential in here. You know what? I'm going to do this. Oh, we're already a worthy village. Look at that. We are absolutely crushing it. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get rid of this part. I'm going to do the same thing here. And I think what that will let me do is let me think about if these are imperfect spirals where they should be reconnecting. I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing half the time here. If we were to do this, if we wanted to run a road parallel to that, how would we do this? You know what? We wouldn't. We would do it like this. Is that right? I've just created a spiral within a spiral that doesn't quite function the way that it's supposed to. Have I done something cursed here? That is technically one spiral. It's just ugly. But it's a spiral. You cannot argue that that is a spiral. That is not a spiral. You can't say it's not a spiral because it is a spiral. That's what I'm trying to say here. And maybe some people live on this part of the spiral, on the outskirts of the spiral, which are technically the inskirts of the spiral. I kind of want to do a little bit more industrial here. And then, how would we do this? I'm trying to think of doing this without polluting our residential areas. Maybe like this? I think that's okay. I don't know. Of course, there's going to be no power, no water. And then we also got to think about the power issue. Is a power issue, isn't it? The power issue is indeed a power issue. We got to put in a real power plant. And then hopefully make back our money pretty quickly here to put in our hospital and our school before we hit our next milestone. Because otherwise, I mean, there's a fire now. I was going to say, otherwise something's going to catch on fire and we're not going to have a way to put it out. And that is precisely what has happened here. And this may be the end of Spiral City. Wouldn't that be something? A quick video at least. Can you build a city using only spiral roads? No. As the building burns down, the end. I think we're going to be okay. We'll be able to put in the fire station. This isn't even a fire station. You know what? We didn't. We were supposed to put in a hospital first. Oh my gosh, what happened over here? No power? I mean, obviously. Why would you start building that far? We're about to hit the next milestone and we don't even have the hospitals and the schools from the first milestone. Here it comes, the big milestone. What is this one called? Tiny town? Pedestrian areas. See, there's another challenge that I want to do. I want to get to this state of the game and then turn everything into one big pedestrian area. We'll do that eventually. There's sure is a lot of crime. Which one's the worst right now? Is it crime? Is crime going to cause me the biggest headache? Let's build a police station. Let's build a hospital. Cannot afford the fire station yet, but we will soon. Don't forget to have a look at the newly unlocked building, elementary school, which was unlocked 1,000 years ago. Please let me put in the fire station. We have one building completely demolished here because of fire. Should I just get rid of that? Goodbye. There might have been people in there. All right, fire station built. The people rejoiced. We got crime issues over here. The cops will get there eventually. They just got to get through the spiral, don't they? I hear sirens, so something's working. Yeah, I don't know if this is a great idea for a city. The spirals are interesting. Maybe one big spiral would be an even better idea. A better test. Can we build a bridge yet? We can. It's expensive, but let's do it now. Let's get ourselves prepared for the future. We can already build 6-lane roads. Maybe we should do this. Do I want it coming out of this corner? Do I care? These are the very important questions. Do we take it alone? Nah, we don't need to take it alone. Eventually, what we'll be able to do probably is move all of this residential and commercial to the other side of the river and then just let the industry be all dirty over here probably. Maybe. Possibly. And then if that's the case, then we could probably demolish everything and rebuild all the roads at some point as well. Maybe. Possibly. You know, there's a lot of things that we should be thinking about here, and I just don't do that a lot. Don't do a lot of that thinking. Alright, there it is. The start of the big spiral. This is going to be bad, by the way. I'm just going to call it now. This is not going to work. If it works, then I will be pleasantly surprised. Use keys to finish a shoreline and allow buildings to be zoned close to the valuable waterfront. How about mind your own business? But also, you're right. I should do that. I should always be doing that, and I just never do. Where are those? Water structures? A key? I don't really want to do it. I changed my mind. Alright, we got a demand for residential. Let there be homes. So now everybody that wants to live there has to come in here, and they'll either turn onto Peter Street and then turn this way and go up there, or they'll take Murray Street and go over here. I'm not sure which way is considered faster, but I guess we just wait and see. And this spiral city might be a multi-part city, and then I have a few other city ideas that I want to do. I want to do a city that is primarily dirt roads and see how that functions, because I think it's funny, and I want to do a city that's a circle and see how that functions. And I want to do a pedestrian city and see how that functions. What other cities do I want to do? I don't know. Leave a comment down below if there's some fun challenges to do. Maybe the one tile city, which this already is, the one tile city. You know, eventually, I would like to take all the tiles surrounding this one here and turn it into one big spiral to do the proper spiral. Not this, not multiple spirals, but one spirals. You know what I mean? We'll get there eventually. I mean, if there's interest in this, unless you think Spiral City's dumb. Hey, check it out. We just hit Boomtown. We are hitting these milestones at a record pace. Does that unlock anything critical? I haven't put in any education. Maybe I should. Or have I? No, I haven't. Put down an elementary school with a high school right next door. Bam, just like that. It's beautiful. Everybody's happy. The people love it. The people can't get enough of it. I may have zoned these roads just right to where at 90 degrees. Oh no, I've done it now. Okay, well, we'll go 90 degrees for as long as we can. So right now, this is just one long road. And somehow, our population milestones are coming fast. I might actually start to rethink some of this zoning. Yeah. And we'll slowly migrate all that residential out of there. Low happiness. Your citizens are low happiness. Slope too steep. What are you talking about? The people rejoice. Well, not for very far, but, you know, they rejoiced a little. Now, I don't know if this big road is the smart thing to do. I mean, it gives you lots of room. Oh, look at all the people that live here. I just saw like 12 people move into this. 14 people living in this house. Let me say this. This house is not designed for 14 people. It has a 2-car garage. I would not put 14 people in that house. But I guess, you know what? Do what you want. Here, let's get a little bit more water. Really, the water is what lets us zone more. You know what? Let's put in a little bit of commercial here and then more residential. Alright, everybody that moves out there should move over here pretty quickly. Looks like our population's dropping just because they would rather leave the city than move into a new home. That's okay. Me too. That's how I would have done it. Move right out and been removed from the city. Evicted from the city. That's whack. Create an airport area. Oh, I want to do that at some point. I want a city that's... Oh, I wonder if you can do that. Can you disconnect? Can you have a city that's disconnected from the road network and just put in... connected to the rail network and to the air network? And then that's it. Are we really having power issues here? Power consumption problems? I could put in more of these crappy little wind turbines. Or I can wait and hopefully afford an advanced wind turbine. Yeah, let's do that because the power's fluctuating up and down. That we don't really need it. What's our water usage looking like? Just perfect. Yeah, see, this is going to be a bit better use, I think, of our money. Estimated production 16, 17. If I put it over here, we'll get 20. Perfect. Is 20 a lot? Not really. But that should keep us going so we can put in another one eventually. Oh, we've got people dying over here. Right, death care. We cannot afford a cemetery right now. Put over here. Nor can we build these creameries. I'm just sitting here watching, waiting for that money to hit the $8,000 mark. Then we'll put down a cemetery. Maybe we put it over here. Is this funny? No, let's do it. Let's do it right at the start of the spiral. Look at the people rejoicing. They're so happy. Everybody's happy. They love the cemetery. It's got a little chapel. It's perfect. And the bell tolls. What a beautiful and efficient city. Uh-oh. How could you have done this to me? Road tolls. Very interesting concept. I will consider it. Uh-oh, we're out of power again. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you guys make me some more money? You know what? We're going to crank up the taxes to 12%. Sorry. It should solve all of our issues forever. That is a lie, by the way. Do we get another 20 for putting this out here? We sure do. We got a new poop river here. I mean, it just goes into the ocean, which is really the ideal situation, I think. I assume that's the ocean. I guess it could be a lake. Also doesn't particularly matter, because it's not our problem. Once the poop gets out there, it's somebody else's issue. Okay, we definitely need more residential zoning. Don't know if the water goes all the way out here. Doubt it. Yeah, I was correct. My doubt was well placed. What is the difference? 6-lane road with median. Oh, that's another thing that'd be fun to do is proper bus routes someday. Or roads with bus routes. I guess that'd be part of our pedestrian city. Okay, so this is going to go as far as I can take it. Not enough money, eh? You know what? That's fair. Wow, it really is just one big road at this point. And then what I'll want to do is run a road parallel to this one, I think. Is that where I want that? No, not even close. Sorry about that. I took out somebody's house in the interest of science. I think this needs to go out to like here. You know what? Why don't we do this? And then I can experiment. Okay, it's there. I love that it gets lights as well. So it's just this road connected to nothing out here with lights on it. It's beautiful. Let's get the water flowing. Oh, good. We actually have a lot of water over here. Okay, perfect. Then we can put in more of these houses. Spiral City continues to spiral out of control. I don't think we have water over there quite yet. We do for a little bit. How are we looking for power? Terrible. We need another $8,000 to deal with our power situations over here. And then we'll see what happens. I think this is going to be the main spiral, this one here. And then we'll spiral it outwards as we expand our borders, and eventually it'll consume these spirals here will get consumed. They're gonna have to. Look at the traffic on the highway already. Like, we've done nothing and it's already full. Uh-oh, garbage is an issue. We might need multiple garbage pickup points along the spiral. What if I give you large garbage trucks? Are you just better at what you do? I don't want to build another garbage processing place. Alright, another 12 grand there. I'm just going to go past where that needs to go, and then we'll intersect that at whatever that degrees is, that angle, who cares? And we'll come down here as, well, as far as we can afford. Let's make sure that we're being efficient with this pipe placement. We're getting the most coverage for the least amount of water, or the least amount of money. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that so far. I'm very happy. Is this farmland? I think it might have been farmland, but at this point, I don't really care. We ain't building farmland there. Nobody's complaining. Traffic's not looking bad yet. We'll just keep cramming these in. A modded series is another thing that I want to do at some point as well, because I think mods bring a ton of fun to this game. And I would just like to bring more fun, do more fun. These are dirty, but this whole side of the river I think is going to be industrial anyway, so if I upset the residential people that live here, that's too bad. I mean, it's all going to get consumed into the spiral at some point, to be honest. Look how bad the industrial traffic is. Oh my goodness gracious me. We're about to hit our next milestone though. And honestly, it's been easy. We're having dumping issues. Our pipes aren't working hard enough yet. We need more pipes in, we need more pipes out. Does that connect to the pipe? That does. It's sucking the juice right out of the earth. Look at it go. And then one outlet over here. I'm gonna have to manually connect that to the pipes, I think. Wow, it'll let me do that? It'll let me just pour water onto the onto the terrain? I don't think I want to do that. I can do that. Let's do that. And fix this real quick here. There we go. The power situation has been resolved. The water situation has been resolved. All situations have been resolved. There are no more situations. So I learned nothing. I know that cramming industrial into these areas is the worst thing that I could be doing. Don't worry, I'm fully aware that I am making terrible errors. We'll fix that issue. I just got rid of a bunch of houses. I think where the city's going to fall apart is anywhere that we will have industrial zoning within the spiral. Because I think we do still want to have some. Uh-oh, why is there a power issue? Oh no. There we go. We had 2 grids. Problem's fixed itself. And by fixed itself, I mean I fixed it, of course. Problem has been fixed. Put another power plant. How about right here as you're leaving? You have to leave the city to fuel the power plant. Alright, we're going to hit one more milestone here, and then we'll probably wrap up for Spiral City, and you can let me know in the comments what you think of it. There'll probably be at least another guaranteed episode, because I usually record these in batches of 2. So even if you hate it, too bad, there's going to be at least one more probably. And if you love it, then good news, there's at least one more probably. And the other city, our main city's still coming. We'll start spreading it out. We'll start mixing things up. We'll get a little bit of this city, a little bit of that city. We got a garbage problem over here. That's a pity. What can you do? I mean, there's a lot that you could do. We're a busy town, though. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you think Spiral City's doing so far, and if you want to see more Spiral City. I want to see where it breaks down, to be honest. That's my goal. I want to break this city. I want to see how big it can get before it's just completely broken. Because there's only so much you can do to try to fix traffic in a Spiral City. And that is, there's not really anything you can do to try to fix traffic in a Spiral City. Okay, goodbye.